my geeks and freaks? Big Girl Geek here with a brand new review. And today I'm here to review Batwoman, Season 1, Episode 5. Mine is a long and sad tale. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for the Geek Out. Okay, so I can't believe we're on Episode 5 of Batwoman already. It feels like it's just moving right along. I am enjoying the show. I don't know what the ratings are, but I'm actually enjoying the show. I feel like, aside from Ruby Rose, the acting is really good. Like, the actress that's playing her sister, Alice Beth, is great. She's doing a great job. Even Mary, who's playing her stepsister, great job. I feel like the acting all around is really, really good on this show. The two that I think are the weaker actors are actually Ruby and her ex-girlfriend Sophie. I think they're the two of the weaker actors on the show, but everyone else I feel like is killing it. And then Luke is like third in the not the best actor, but we haven't seen him or Sophie actually have a more emotional scene. Beth Alice is like really bringing the emotions, crying. So this episode was all about her and what drove her to stop being Beth and to become Alice. And I feel like we still didn't get, even Kate said it in the episode, we still didn't get all the pieces to this puzzle. I mean, she was kidnapped, held in a basement. I mean, that is enough. I can only imagine, God forbid, I have to go through that, or anyone I know go through that. I can only imagine what that does to a child psychologically. So I get it, but still was like, what was he doing to her? Was he, touching her inappropriately? Was he just holding her hostage and making her do weird things? I feel like we need some more backstory into that. And the guy that held her hostage had a son with a half-deformed face, and I thought, okay, well, maybe is this going to be Two-Face, or is he going to be the Mad Hatter? Because he's the one that gave her the book Alice in Wonderland, Down the Rabbit Hole. That was one of the titles of one of the earlier episodes. So I'm like, okay, who's this guy going to be? So I think maybe Mad Hatter. They're clearly crazy. Alice considers Mouse to be her brother over her real family, and I'm just not buying it. I'm not buying that transition without more backstory. I'm really not feeling it. So the guy can also, I mean, is this a guy in the Batman comics? You guys know I'm not up on my Batman information. And he can disguise his voice. He hears any voice, and then he can copy that person's voice. So he was able to copy Beth's voice to throw the father and Kate off the trail when they did show up there, right, a couple weeks after, or a couple days, or maybe a few hours after she was kidnapped. But, him using that power, he was able to throw them off the scent. Is that a power of the Mad Hatter? I know that's not like a trait of Two-Face. Two-Face was just a regular guy, a lawyer that got acid thrown in his face on a trial or whatever. And that's how he became Two-Face. So I'm curious to know. I mean, I have to look it up, but you guys can also let me know in the comments. And then the B story was Catherine told Mary that she was the one that faked the DNA results that said Beth was dead. So, she became very emotional, upset about that. She went looking for Kate at Wayne Tower, and apparently they got some new security there that I didn't know about. Let her up, and then her and Luke spent the whole episode, she venting to him. She was drunk, venting to him, and then they were looking up why Alice was cutting up skin grafts, and that's what the guy that was holding her hostage was doing, was just cutting up skin grafts and faces to give to his son so he could go out and look normal, because half of his face was disfigured. There was a very emotional scene with Alice and her dad where she had her knife, and he was like, put down the knife, and she's like, you called me Beth, and you remembered, and clearly she was gonna stab him. Excuse me. And she did. And it was a standoff with her, Sophie, Kate, and Kate had Mouse, and who's going to shoot first, and all this and all that, and they all just went their separate ways. It was a standoff. Now, before that happened, Sophie was trying to tell Kate what was going on, and Kate like shushed her like this, like she did when she rescued her as Batwoman. So I feel like that was more confirmation that she knows, similar to when Barry had grabbed Iris and they had that spark, and that's how Iris knew that Barry was the Flash. So I mean, it felt very similar to that for me, and so I think she knows. I mean, I feel like it was a good episode. I really do. Like I said, it's the acting that saves it. And the story's good too. I mean, the scripts aren't that bad, but I think Alice steals the show for me personally. She's the star of the show over Kate, which is so sad. And I kind of wish that they would just reversed it. Maybe maybe Alice could have been Batwoman, and Ruby could have been Kate. Ruby could have been Alice Beth. So I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I hope the show's doing good. I haven't paid attention to the ratings for the show. I don't see it not getting a season 2. But what's also interesting is Luke did say something about the asylum breakout being a few weeks ago, and that had to have probably been when Barry and Oliver and Carl showed up for Elseworlds. What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments. And speaking of crossovers, Batwoman is not touching on Crisis at all, so I find that to be a little strange. Like, how is she gonna, because she has an episode in Crisis. Black Lightning doesn't, but Batwoman does. So what is going to be her role? How is that going to play out? They're not even hinting at it or leading up to it. We have not seen the monitor on Batwoman, so I'm very curious to see where that goes. But yeah, solid episode. I enjoyed it. I liked it. I give it a solid B. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments. As always, cannot wait to discuss with you. Before I do go, I did a poll on Twitter and a poll on Instagram. If you guys want to see reactions to Batwoman and Supergirl versus reviews, please go vote, or leave a comment on YouTube, because right now it's a tie. Instagram is saying reviews, Twitter is saying reactions. Alright, so until next video, I'm out of here. Big Girl Geek out. Peace. Hey, where are you going? You just watched a cool video. Subscribe.